Hi, everybody. It's one of my favorite times of the week, our weekly CFL Players Association Spotlight presented by Sober Carpenter Non-Alcoholic Craft Beers. You can check them out at sobercarpenter.com and find a vendor near you, like in Calgary, Kensington Beer Market or Calgary Co-op. They sell it there. Sold out last I checked. Home of the Stampeders. Derek Wiggan joins us on a bye week, and I'm going to immediately thank him for that. Stud defensive lineman of the Calgary Stampeders. And Derek, I'm not going to sit here and grill you yet about the state of the Stampeders. I just want, right? You're a career Stamp. This is new to you all. I know that. But how's the bye week going? Yeah, well, how's the bye week going? Let's start with a happy story. What are you doing this week to keep busy?
Just been relaxing, doing some chores, playing some video games, just kind of restore the mind for these last 3 games here.
Oh, good for you. Well, for those that don't know, and the CFL fans all do because you've been in the CFL a long time. I'm not calling you old or anything, but 2014 draft, spent his entire time with the Stampeders, won a Grey Cup there in 2018. Now, you piqued my interest. What video games are you playing?
Usually play Apex Legends with a couple of the guys, and Elden Ring. I like to play action adventure games, so that's what I got my teeth into right now.
Gotcha. Cool. Now, you mentioned resting your body. You've been through many bye weeks in a long CFL career. How much can you really rest up at this time of the season? It's week 18. How much health recovery do you get?
I think it's really just like, those extra bumps and bruises that you can't really get like the full treatment time in. You get treated on those things. And a lot of times it's just staying off your feet and just getting those extra hours of sleep, just during the season. It kind of gets bunched up because going from the next game to the next game. So the bye week's always that chance to just restore, make sure that there's nothing wrong coming out of the bye week.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, you've been, COVID aside, like a decade with the Calgary Stampeders, and you're a Toronto guy. What's more home to you, Toronto or Calgary? Both grand cities, but what's more home to you?
I would say, back home, my parents and friends. So Toronto's always going to be home. But Calgary, I definitely I live here most of the year. So basically, Calgary is home. Yeah, Toronto will always be home, but Calgary's home.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mean to grill you or get you in trouble, but I'm just one because that's a significant portion of your life is in Calgary. Now, if money was no object and it's your birthday, where in Calgary are you going for supper? Where are you going to treat yourself on a big meal? Money is not an object.
Oh, that's a tough question. Have you been to Major Tom out here?
No, but I heard about it.
Yeah, I'm definitely hitting up Major Tom. I'm getting a couple things on the menu there. The cheese bread's pretty good. I think I'm getting the market price steak at Major Tom if money's not an option.
How about that?
Wow. Yeah, no, not at all. As a matter of fact, you're the second guy to mention that. I've spent the last 2 summers in Calgary, and why I didn't get to, I'm a keg guy. Listen, I'm son of a cattle rancher here. I love my beef, but I never went to Major Tom's. Yeah, so that'll be next on the list. Now, you're a recognizable guy. You've been a Stampeder a long time. What are Stamps fans saying to you? What nobody's used to it in Calgary, battling for a playoff spot this time of year. So how are you dealing with it?
Just from the fans wise, a lot of asking, you got those close games we used to win, not coming up close, pulling it out on that one. So it's just a lot of what's going on, what's the morale of the team, things like that. And it's just kind of yeah, right, it's new territory, but at the end of the day, we're close in those games. We just got to finish.
Are you one of those guys that's got to stand up and say something, or are you not? I mean, I know Bo was there for a long time and he's gone now, but I heard he wasn't the most vocal guy in the locker room. Who are those guys for the Stampeders right now, aside from the coaching staff, that are kind of being leaned on to provide leadership?
I consider myself part of that leadership group. Mike Rose, Reggie Bagleton, Mark and Michelle, guys that have been here, guys been around for like that 2016, 18 run, like guys like that have been around for that. So like we're just really just trying to keep everyone together, and unfortunately we haven't gotten the results we've wanted, but no one's given up. No one's given up at all. Like we're all fighting, practicing hard, and coming to the game, just giving it what we can.
Of course, you're winners. You guys have won together. So when you come back, can you realistically kind of start over and flush everything? Because you're still in the playoff race. Is that, what's the focus going to be? And you do have the huge game against Sask coming up. So how, is that a realistic expectation to kind of start over?
Yeah, you have to. It's end of week 1-0 every week, right? So we can't focus on outside the building. We can't control that. But inside the building, we can control how we prepare, how we practice, how we prepare ourselves. We got like big games, so let's take care of that big game. See where the cards lay out, right? Like that's kind of, you always can control executing and going to get the win. After that, hey, we'll go on to the next week, try to get another win, and just continue that process.
My last question for you, I always ask the guys in these CFLPA spotlights for Sober Carpenter, is what made you want to be a player rep? Why was that important to you, and what do you like about it?
So for me, it was going into, I was always interested because, we've had great rep. Jamar Wall was a rep. Just like kind of some of the older guys, kind of I've been there a long time. I don't know if I could say older than me, but those guys, seeing how they went through the process as an alternate, and then during then once COVID hit, and I was the alternate, the only CFL rep left on the team because Wall and Ante were on weren't on the team in 22. So it was just for me. It's just like, hey, like I have an idea what's going on. I've kind of been one of the older guys here, so let me kind of step up and try to make sure guys are in the know, going through that whole CBA process to start a camp last year. So I just kind of stepped in from there. This is kind of like officially my second year being a rep, but I kind of feel like I've been a rep for a little longer.
Well, as you say, you're part of the leadership group, so that goes along with it. And I appreciate the time today, especially on a bye, because I know you guys value your rest. You need your rest. And we've never had a chance to chat, so I'll say congratulations on a stellar career so far, and good luck getting into the playoffs and the rest of the way. Thank you, Derek.
Hey, Rod, it's a pleasure. Appreciate you having me on. And appreciate the luck, and enjoy the rest of the day.
Thank you, sir. Derek Wiggan of the Calgary Stampeders, number 97. He is a load. Tough to block.